Greetings YouTube, we are back with our Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 Let's Play. We have finally assembled all the Jedi Masters, or at least found them all. And we need to head to Dantooine to meet with them. But first things first, I've been doing some research. Dock module. And I want to see if in this part we can convert which ones? We want... Oh, okay. Oh, it's that way, isn't it? Duh. We need to see if we can convert Mira and the Handmaiden to a Jedi. I want to see if we can get that done. If we can get that done, I'll be happy. And then we can move on. So then at least the squad is quite diverse in terms of the amount of Jedi we've got in it. So, fingers crossed. Got to go down like a lot of dialogue trees. We should have a lot of influence with the Handmaiden already because we've done all the hand-to-hand like combat stuff with her. So this part will probably be a lot of conversing with one another. I'm not fussed about changing bioware, but you can do him as well because we did Aten.
Yes.
Can I ask you some questions? Talk to her about her name.
Entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name.
Let's see, because I think you have to go through the conversations.
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
Oh.
You may ask.
I think you have to ask about like...
I honor the face of my mother.
Ah, yeah, this might... I believe this dialogue's tree will lead to it.
Yes, that is correct.
Let's talk about that. I feel like that affects it.
So I shall speak of it, if you wish to hear it. Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanis, an Ichani general.
Ah. Yeah, I was going to say.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice
There's an item that's got, and it's his sword as well.
He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them. I never saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor 5,
oh shit,
and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action. He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded.
Oh shit.
The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved.
That's kind of cute.
The one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood.
Eh?
I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know. Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do.
Okay, this could be.
There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult. You have earned my trust.
Yes.
I wish to honor the trust you have shown me, and I wish to explain what you meant to me. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
Why, thank you.
You honor me, exile. Together, then.
Light side points? I don't want light side points. I want influence.
Yes? There is nothing more I can teach you.
Okay.
You may ask.
Did Atris?
She said you betrayed the
There we
Jedi
go.
by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except
Lies.
your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars.
Come on, Em.
When you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
Yeah.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
It was my
So
choice.
it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
rather
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward
stab
you.
myself with a
There are
boffin.
variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation. Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all. Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of
yeah, true.
expression.
They're
It is
weird like that,
heart
aren't
and
they?
discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
God damn it. Are we out of
Yes.
options?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
Okay, maybe if we speak to Kreia. Maybe the opportunity has passed.
We must go to Dantooine to the Enclave. There is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. I have no time for questions.
Okay, you have no time for questions. But we need to get the influence with her. Because I think she turns into a Jedi Guardian, so...
Yes? You may ask. I do not wish to speak of her to you.
Influence failure.
Her actions are her own, and to reveal to you
So we
if she
need
sees
to...
fit. You may ask. Before entering, it is not. We all have. When important.
Is there...
If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
You see, I lost myself when I despair.
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Light, stop giving me light side, dark side. I don't want to set light side,
Yes.
dark side.
You may. I do not.
Damn, I need to get that.
We all have when important. Nothing except that which you have interpreted. I do not know. I meant no.
Okay, that's
Yes?
not going to do it. It's like a puzzle. You got to figure out the right conversation streets.
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of
This
us,
might be one,
from
actually.
the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
You are the last of them.
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Devotion to your training.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you
There is
mean?
much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Jedi team, I believe, is fast from there. Combat is not. Is this one?
To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication.
I'm trying to like open
It
her
is
up
an
and
art, in the truest sense of the word.
compliment her and win her
Stance,
trust, basically,
form,
to get that influence.
Discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause. It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent.
Yeah.
It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics
This is
in
true.
a way one could never do
I do
in
remember.
words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What did he remember
Through
was saying?
battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange,
Ooh.
and seen the truth
Well,
of
if you
their
go to my
conflict
YouTube
with each
channel.
other. But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true.
Oh, for goodness sake. Stop giving me light side darks. Oh, for goodness sake.
Yes? You may. I do not.
Damn it.
You may. It is not. Yes. You may. We. That is not. Perhaps. There is much. There is.
Battle is not the truth, though. Battle is not the truth.
I know your meaning. Stance, form,
I see.
discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
I just need that one little bit.
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
Combat is not the best way.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak.
There we
It was
go.
to the Jedi traitor. When Terrace, yet with, he spoke, I believe he was.
Not ascribe too much poetry to the hay and
Poetry is wordplay that cloaks feelings and. What stronger display? I would have wished.
Oh, for goodness sake. I don't want light side points.
I am training. That, and I had forgotten.
What do you
No. That too. That is untrue. You and the Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos. The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all
Come
the
on, Em.
answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos. Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to.
This is true.
His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors
Well,
yours.
that's because he was
where he
a
walks,
soldier under my
carries a world
command.
upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Maybe not.
The reasons for such siphoning of the teaching.
Those seem very aggressive.
I will respect your wishes and his. Forgive me.
It's difficult to
The
describe.
Mandalorian Wars were like that for many.
Come on.
Many
Give me some
returned
influence, baby.
who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
Ah. Right, Mira, come on then, your turn. I think we've just missed cues as well.
Yeah, something wrong? Go ahead and ask. It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet. I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it. Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. It's like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it. No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training
Oh,
to
okay,
yourself.
so that's that.
I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will. Go ahead and ask.
Okay, so that's that.
Look, before we get into a game of guess the
Okay.
Pazak card, pull back on the throttle. I don't know you that well to start sharing
Okay,
our
so
life
we need
stories.
a little bit more for that.
Go ahead and ask. Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does.
So there's
He's
two
not
influence
after credits.
triggers with her
Ambitious
then.
And
So
it
let's see
runs
if we
a
can
lot
gain
deeper.
some.
It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead. I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever. That's a long story.
Oh, for goodness
I don't want
sake.
to get into it. Maybe some other time.
Okay, we've influence gained, so
Yeah,
maybe we
something
can
wrong?
access one of those.
Go ahead and ask. I didn't kill him once.
See if we can get that.
Ever. That's a long.
Okay, so not that.
Go ahead. Look, before we
Okay, so not that.
go ahead. I've killed people before, but not if I don't
Just
have
need a little bit more influence.
to. Oh, do I? Is that
Oh.
it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
I've never stopped. Yeah.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock.
That was light side
What do
points.
you want now?
I wanted to apologise.
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me. Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their
okay.
loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers. There's a lot of lost people out there, scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes it's like you can almost hear them, like an echo, calling out for each other. And
That's a
maybe,
bit sounds a bit
just
force
maybe by
sensitive.
finding them, I can start
I thought I
putting the
fucked it
galaxy
there.
back together. Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Yes, more influence. Okay, come on.
Yeah, something wrong? Go ahead and ask.
Let's try the Hanhar.
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever. Do you really want to hear
Yes,
this?
there we go.
Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the Outer Rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations. I don't remember the name.
Yeah,
Something with too many K's
Kashyyyk.
and Y's. Sounds like you're gargling Ronto spit when you say it. Well, not for long. Once off planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all. I don't know. I always thought he just liked using them as weapons. Well, before you get too teary-eyed, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3, or the ID cluster colonies?
When they destroyed.
Right. That's because Hanhar happened.
Oh.
He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building. He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver. A predator. It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous. I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since.
So he wants to capture you.
I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor. But somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts.
Yeah.
If you save the life
Zarbot
of one,
had one
they pledge themselves to
in
you.
the last game.
Well, with Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It was like it pushed him over the edge. A life debt to Hanhar is the death sentence.
Interesting.
He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved his life, it meant he had to kill me. And so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand. Probably. But if he had multiple life debts, especially to humans, Hanhar would probably go mad. He was angry.
T3, do you mind running around in the
It'd
background?
be 10 times
Jeez,
worse
man.
if that happened. Hanhar's tough. Really tough. And when he loses it, it's like nothing can stop him. I've seen him shrug off blaster bolts, boff and stunners, and even survive a freighter crash on Dursan 3. He keeps coming. Oh, I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah.
It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's gonna show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was.
Because he can smell you.
Trust me, if he was still alive, he'd be chasing us even now, waiting to ambush us when we least expect it. And he always shows up at the worst possible time. He was one of the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. Hanhar never gives up on his prey. Or his life debts.
Yeah, I was going to say,
He's a hunter.
Wookiees are loyal to them.
He's a natural predator. Well, as happens
Yes,
on Nar
there we
Shaddaa,
go.
I made someone mad. Mad enough for them to send Hanhar after me. Turns out they were even able to get him cheap. He'd heard about me and wanted to hunt me down, for sport. He didn't think I'd be much of a challenge.
Well, I bet you showed him.
Well, he tried to box me down in vents beneath the Nar Shaddaa docks, and he'd set one too many proximity mines to cover the escape routes. I think he'd hoped to drive me into the mines and then let them do the work. Or that I'd be too scared to try and walk through them. Thing is, I knew Hanhar's supplier, and the trigger signatures for the mines. It was pretty easy to broadcast a signal to blind their sensor receptors for a minute or two. I figured that would buy me enough time to move through them and get away.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. I spent most of my childhood hauling mines and munitions.
Oh, blimey.
I had to know my way around them. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be here right now. Like I said, I disarmed the trigger fuses for enough of the mines to get by, temporarily. And Hanhar was pretty fast on my trail. I just made it to safety when he hit the first one. The blast leveled the entire ventilation section, and Hanhar was caught right in the middle, and he survived. Barely. He was crawling around, blinded from the flash and the plasma burns. It had happened so fast. All the blood had been scabbed and crusted from the flash. I had the drop on him, and even blind, he knew it. He could still hear me. My ears were ringing from the blast, but I could hear him. I think he was begging me to let him live.
Blimey, that's
His
deep,
voice,
isn't it?
it wasn't a roar, more like an echo of it. I suppose I should have killed him, but I couldn't do it. He was in pain, and he was helpless. So I dragged him out of there enough to get him to safety, and he kept hunting me ever since. He said
Hence
he'd
the
pursue
life
me
debt.
to the edge of the galaxy. No matter where I ran, he would find me and break me. That I would always be prey.
Sometimes it is.
Maybe. I've thought about that moment. A lot. Wondered if I would do things differently if I had another chance.
Yes, right.
Yeah, something wrong? Go ahead, ask. Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there, I just ended up there. Well, the war happened. The
Yeah,
first
okay.
one against the Mandalorians.
She loosened up a
Family
little
right
bit,
up
lowered her
until today.
guard.
It's not really a new story. You hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about. I think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees. I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
Fair play. So, how could you have lost...
Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And Jedi don't have families.
You're a Mandalorian.
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They
That's
took
cool
prisoners
shit.
on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds. When I was young, yeah. They mostly used me to carry ammo packs and munitions. Toward the end of the war, they needed everyone they could get. They taught me to fight, to hunt, to survive.
Oh,
I
damn.
was
So
part
you
of
were
their
like a
squad, even
foundling.
when I was young. Everyone served as part of the unit, and I felt like I had a place there. After Malachor, it really didn't matter anymore. The Mandalorians lost. Bad. But you know that.
I do indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war. That kind of stays with you. I haven't forgotten it. What happened at Malachor, they probably deserved it.
Yeah.
Should I be? Maybe I should ask you if you're happy about all the Jedi who died on Malachor 5. Maybe it felt like you lost family there, but I doubt it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war.
Okay, so that
That
access
kind of
there.
stays with you.
Okay.
Yeah, something wrong? Go ahead and ask. It's all this travel.
Yeah, okay, maybe we can
Craft
access
and
this one now.
ship. Everything's just too quiet. I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it. Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's
Yeah,
like
certainly got a
noise,
hum.
but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive. Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it. Maybe one day, I'll let you.
There we go.
Alright, but I doubt you're gonna show me anything I don't already know. And when you show me, don't act like a tourist. It attracts predators.
Okay, so that's that. So let's go to Nar Shaddaa. And then we'll turn Mira into Jedi, and we need to somehow get the handmaiden there as well. Touchdown. Alright, let's land. Let's take Mira out. Take her to the spot. Oh. Why have I got that colour crystal? So we need to go out to the docks, don't we? Oh, okay, we're not leveling you up yet. Looks a bit orange. Why have I got that? Yeah, we'll keep it. Oh, not that. Oh, actually, hold on. See, she's level 12 as well, so she's got loads of levels. We're 21 and we're 25, so she could have a few levels as well. Where's the spot? We need to find the spot. It's around one of the edges.
What's wrong? Why are you stopping? No, I don't believe in the Force. It's Jedi tricks, sleight of hand.
No, I can prove
This
it.
I'd like to see. It's not gonna hurt, is it?
It may help you put life. Mira closes her eyes.
Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the
Here we
ebb
go.
of life. A simple kindness can be given to another. This is the Force, and all our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other, and the echoes travel.
I can feel this planet. I can't shut it out. It's louder now, it hurts. All these
Relax.
people. But if I become a Jedi, I'll have to turn myself in for the credits.
Good one.
Are you gonna train me?
Only if you want me to.
I want to become like you. I want to be strong. I don't want to be afraid or alone anymore. I don't want to keep running and looking and never feel like I'm finding what I'm looking for. I am tired of being hunted. When the galaxy takes something from me, I want the power to let go. And I want the power to heal the echo when it's gone.
One can live in a world of such echoes. I teach you to accept them.
That sounds all right from where I'm standing.
Hoorah! So that's Jedi. What is she? A Sentinel? Guardian? Take us to Gentiles. Yes. Yes! There we go. So that's one down.